What is going on, everybody? We've got a breaking news report right now. Ben Johnson is finalizing his contract to become the new Chicago Bears head coach. Now, Adam Schefter called this a little bit earlier today. Most people were saying since Tom Brady was trying to tip the scale with the Las Vegas Raiders, that Ben Johnson would end up in Las Vegas. Everybody kind of flew under the radar on Chicago, simply saying that they thought that something was going to happen. But first, last year, Ben Johnson didn't interview with anybody because the Chicago Bears job did not become available. This year, they said that it wasn't serious, that Ben Johnson was only interested in serious teams, and they didn't consider Chicago serious. But guess what? He interviewed with the Chicago Bears. He is very serious about Caleb Williams. So, moments ago, inside sources said that the Chicago Bears are finalizing a deal to hire offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. Of course, after the loss on Saturday, he became available. We would expect at any moment now there would be an immediate hire. We would get notification. Ben Johnson coming to the Chicago Bears. Looks like it's been locked in right now. And now the question becomes, how does his staff start to take shape? Who's going to be calling the offensive coordinator plays? Will Thomas Brown be part of that crew? I don't know the answer to that at this point. Very, very early. He's entitled to his own people. Ryan Poles, obviously, still the general manager for the team. So this has been a whirlwind. This has been the guy for most people who want to see success here, that Ben Johnson be that man. Ben Johnson has been leading one of the more stellar offenses in the entire league over the last few years. So this is a very big hire for the Chicago Bears. This is a move that will change the dynamic of how this team is playing, in my opinion. Now listen, if we take into account that Caleb Williams will have a huge second-year leap as far as talent, as far as understanding the speed of the game, things like that. If we take that into consideration, and we also consider that there will be some change in this team, and that, not all of that is going to be for the best. But I assume at this point that he's going to bring in a sturdy defensive coordinator, a great offensive coordinator, and that we're going to start looking at this team a little bit differently, and that the Chicago Bears management is going to give him all of the tools that he needs to be successful. And I think that he's not going to be confident unless that is the case, and the Bears have given him assurances that that will be the case. Not only assurances of that, I would say that one of the more likely scenarios here is that Ben Johnson is going to have a big say in who Ryan Poles drafts and what the Chicago Bears need in order to change around a year that really on paper early on looked like it could be a good one. And the Bears started off 4-2 before losing all games going forward, losing 11 straight before winning the final game against the Green Bay Packers. Look, this team is greater than the sum of its parts on paper, and it did not work. So now you bring in a high-octane offensive coordinator to see if he can get the most out of Caleb Williams. How will he handle this? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Ben Johnson about to be confirmed as the head coach for the Chicago Bears. Bear down.